Okay, sorry about that everyone. I think we're back now, and I also think that things just fixed itself, so there wasn't actually a need to start a new stream. But anyway, we're here, we're live, hopefully. Let me just see if the chat is here as well. Yes, okay, great. So, sorry about that. Technical issues is my middle name. Sorry about that. But we're live now. And it's a pretty gloomy day. That's why I decided to do another evening stream tonight, or today. So it's a bit gray now, but in an hour or so the sun will set and the entire city will pop to life. So I think that's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. So what's the plan for today, someone asks. Well, before that, I want to announce that my channel just got another mega supporter. So if you check the video description, you should find a link to a channel called Bit of a Wonder, which is a channel created by a long-time supporter of mine. He's been a Patreon supporter for I don't know how many months, almost a year maybe, and he finally decided to give a very generous support every month. And he makes walking videos similar to mine, but in 4K, from various beautiful places in the US. So I strongly recommend that you check him out if you haven't already. Bit of a Wonder. The link is in the video description. So kudos to him for helping this channel stay up and running. That's wonderful. Thank you. So today's walk. I was kind of struggling to figure out where to go today. I couldn't really come up with any fun ideas, so I decided to let you decide, which is my lazy way out. By the way, this sculpture is kind of weird. So I'm in Nagatacho, which is close to the kind of administrative center of Japan. Actually, the government buildings are around here. And I could walk to the kind of northwest towards Shinjuku. That's one option. Another one is to walk more like straight north. That would take me towards Kagurazaka, which is also a nice neighborhood where I was like a month ago, but I'm sure we can get lost there and find some new interesting curious streets around there. Or I could just head down towards Shibuya, which would take me through the Aoyama district and past Omotesando. So that's the options I was thinking about. So as usual, I will let you vote, and the first option that gets 5 votes in the chat will be the one I go for. So today I would like you to write either Kagurazaka, Shinjuku, or Shibuya. Those 3 options. Shibuya, north. Shibuya, Shinjuku. Shibuya is leading. Shibuya is obviously very popular. Surprising, considering how often I walk there, but your word is my law today, so that's where I'll be heading. Towards Shibuya it is. Kameido. That was unfortunately not one of the options. So I need to check a map just to figure out how to walk towards Shibuya, which route to take. I think. Oops. I think I will take the Akasaka route then. Akasaka, and then Roppongi. No, not Roppongi, but I will head down a little bit down here towards Akasaka, and then I will turn to the west towards Aoyama Ichoma, because just walking along this big road is not much fun at all. And also weather check, you say. Of course. Mostly cloudy, 26 degrees. 61% humidity. And we're 1 hour away from 1 hour away from sunset. I do like this little area though, this little pond, which I think is or was part of the moat, maybe. It continues over there. You can do some fishing here. There's actually a little rental boathouse where you can rent fishing goods. So sometimes we actually see people fishing here. I'm not sure how, if I would like to eat the fish that someone would catch here, but what else? Oh, and thank you, Min, for the super chat. A late anniversary gift. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, don't you love these melodies that are played here? I think I won't rush. I will show you what this place looks like before crossing the street this way. Yeah, the water is not super clean. It's not that bad, but there's quite a bit of, I don't know what this is. Beer talk today. I think a beer is quite likely, yes. I think we can have a beer. So I will head down this way for a little while, down towards the Akasaka. Here's Akasaka Mitsuke Station, actually. Akasaka is also one of these fancier neighborhoods in Tokyo. If you live here and tell people that you live here, then they will be very impressed. At least some people. Yes, beer break. It's funny. Some people hate the beer breaks, but a lot of you really seem to love them, which is good, because I really enjoy them as well. Ah, of course, FAQ pin. Let's do that. Let's cross here, but at the next traffic light I will make sure to attach the FAQ pin. The sky looks kind of creepy, yes, but there's actually no forecast for rain until around midnight, so we should be okay. Takematsu, you would like me to go back north. I see. Well, unfortunately my viewers got to vote, and since I'm a proponent of democracy, I will go in the direction they wanted me to. So, for another walk maybe. So I could just walk this way and that would take me down to Shibuya, but that would be mostly a boring walk next to this big road. So yeah, I will try to take a slightly more interesting route. Okay, so I will add the FAQ pin now. Last time you walked in this area, it was in your New Year's stream. Potentially, yeah, I don't really remember. I've been here before, but it's not a part of the city I come to terribly often. So yeah, I don't actually remember when my last stream from around here might have been. But not super recently, I think. This is Akasaka. So that's down here we have Akasaka Mitsuke Station, which is I think it's the Marunouchi line stops there. You can encourage me to drink beer. It's okay, as long as it's just one. But please tell me to slow down a little bit once I start drink more than one beer per stream. Then I think we are walking on thin ice. So let's not go there. But I think one beer per stream is within safe limits. See, Ray, you know, I trust everything you say, so if you say that one beer is not a problem, I believe you totally. Oh, let me see. I think I want to head up this direction.
警察署で道路使用の許可を得て通行人に接近しないで行うビラ配りや店舗の敷地からの呼び込みは
Oh, thank you, Jenny, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. By the way, for those of you who are interested, on that day of my 1-year anniversary, I can confirm that it was indeed the data limit that eventually stopped the stream. We did hit over 10 gigabytes that day. The total for that day stopped at 11 gigabytes in one day, which is the highest amount of data I've ever used in one day. Do they charge me anything? No, they don't charge me anything. It's just that once it hits 10 gigabytes, my speed for that day gets capped at 3 megabits per second. That's all. There's no charge or anything. Really? Quite laggy today, someone says. Is that so? Anyone else having issues? Everything here on my end looks good. Where is TBS, Tokyo Broadcasting Systems? It's up here. I think I will pass some of that. Does this usually happen in a stream? Interruptions? No, I don't even know what happened. I noticed that some people commented about technical issues, but usually it's pretty smooth. But I mean, it's a mobile live stream, so some interruptions every once in a while do happen. After all, we need like 6 megabits of constant throughput for the stream to be perfectly smooth. So to have that all the time for hours and hours is not always happening. Tokyo の湿度慣れましたか？そうですね。まあ慣れたけどまだ嫌い。今日は問題ないけど、やっぱり8月は毎年逃げちゃう。東京からスウェーデンに逃げます。 Really? Are we having signal issues here? It's surprising. All looks good here on my end. Maybe this area is unusually bad signal wise. I don't know. I don't really know what just happened. Let's see. I think we can walk through here. Yeah, sometimes when there are signal issues, if the stream stops, try refreshing the page or reloading the page. That usually brings it back. This sculpture is kind of interesting. Did you just jaywalk? No, don't think so. Or well, I did cross where there was no crossing. I don't know, is that also jaywalking? I thought jaywalking is just when you walk when the traffic light is red. But wakanai. Down here we have the TBS building, I think. Tokyo Broadcasting System. Let's see if we can... It's very lush and green right here, but... Okay, crossing where there's no official crossing is jaywalking. Okay, then yes, I did. I'm so punk. This building with the spaceship on top, that's TBS. It's a pretty cool building, I think. This street is gorgeous during the cherry blossom season, by the way. These are of course all cherry blossom trees, so TBS Tokyo Broadcasting System station? I really don't know. Okay, so I guess I should be crossing here then. Thank you, Lexus the Impaler. Can you do a night walk through Roppongi? Yeah, maybe. Roppongi isn't really my favorite part of town, but it is a pretty visually interesting part of town, so yeah, I guess I should. I think I have a few night walks from Roppongi already on my channel. I think I did shoot like the Christmas lights there a couple of years ago. So I think we're heading this way. That should take us down towards Aoyama, if I'm not incorrect. And here we have, so we just passed like some of the very fancy business areas, right? And down here we have a pretty old and somewhat worn down residential district. Gotta love the contrasts in Tokyo. Sad little playground here. Not as sad as the one we passed yesterday though, under the highway. Should be heading this direction, I think. And yeah, this little area is very, very hilly. So yeah, some really new buildings in the back and then this super old apartment building here. It's interesting. It's very quiet around here, so yeah, it's not something wrong with the mic. It is super quiet. It is super quiet. What are those speakers on the roof of the building? The speakers on the roof of the building. I'm not sure if I know what you are talking about actually. Speakers on the roof. It's not something we see very often. Interesting shop here. Looks like someone's home, but it also looks like it is a shop. Antique shop maybe? $350 people watching. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's really super quiet around here. It's a super quiet residential neighborhood. So, oh, here's an available apartment if anyone is tempted to moving into this old apartment. Where are you heading? I'm heading towards Shibuya. First towards Aoyama, then Omotesando, then maybe through Harajuku for a little bit, and then I will reach Shibuya once it gets dark. Interesting facade. This is some hotel, I think. Rural area in this weekend, perhaps. Maybe. I really don't know. It's just as I mentioned so many times, it's still quite difficult for me to plan too much like ahead in advance. But no, at least Saturday I need to be in central Tokyo because that's when I'm getting my vaccination, if everything goes great. On tomorrow's live walk, can we go to Kagurazaka? No, not tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be going to Yokohama. So tomorrow's walk will be somewhere in Yokohama. Did I just jaywalk again? Not sure. Not sure. Where are we now? We are somewhere between Akasaka and Aoyama. Yeah, rural areas means I have to travel a lot, so it's like it ends up being a full-time project, which is a bit difficult right now. So to be honest, I'm not sure if I will do a live walk tomorrow. I will definitely record a 4K video from the beach or like the waterfront area of Yokohama. And maybe that will be all I do tomorrow. So could be that there's no video tomorrow, because if I do a 4K video I won't be posting that until a little bit later. Hope you have an umbrella. I do not have an umbrella. I do not have an umbrella because that's how I roll. I'm brave like that. I don't fear the rain like that. But let's see. Let's hope that we won't have to deal with any rain tonight. Forecast says it will rain around midnight, but it surely feels like rain could start any minute. Except that the sky right above me is like, yeah, there's some clouds, but they don't look that heavy actually, so let's see. Let's cross here. Yeah, I like that this area is so hilly. It's some parts of Tokyo are like this, but not all. Some areas are more flat, obviously. 7-Eleven there for biru. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think we will have more biru opportunities. Actually, I kind of have an idea as to where to make a beer stop tonight. But the wind is certainly picking up. I'm not sure how much of that you can hear. But yeah, now I basically took a big detour through Akasaka. Like the place where I started today's stream is just down here. Quite a few embassies in this area. Not sure if there are many embassies in Akasaka, to be honest. Not that I know of. No, most embassies I know are around Roppongi and Hiro. But I'm sure, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some embassies around there. Right, some of you like cars. So I guess you like to see this McLaren showroom. And I think over here, this big green space is the Akasaka Imperial property. It's like a castle in there. I'm not sure how accessible it is though. buy it. Yeah, well, I only have $5 in my supercar fund. No, wait, $10 in my supercar fund. I don't think that's enough for a McLaren, but maybe a couple of years down the road if we keep growing the supercar fund. Maybe one day. 400 viewers now. Thank you and welcome. If there are any new viewers joining us, I would like to say welcome and thank you, and please read the FAQ, which is linked in the video description. There you will find out a lot of commonly asked questions, such as who am I, where am I from, what am I doing in Japan. Unfortunately, I don't have any answer in the FAQ as to what this thing is, but yeah, you can't get it all. Reflection reveal. Yeah, lots of reflections here, huh?そうですね。天皇は英語で Emperor と言います。Why cones? What's the danger? Yeah, that's the question. Oh, I don't know, but look at this slide. It's a long slide. It's a long slide. From the way your hair curls, it seems the humidity is not that high today. So kana. My hair and the curliness of my hair is indeed a pretty reliable humidity indicator. But yeah, it's like 60% today, so it's not that high. Thank you, Nick McMillan. Thank you. Maybe T used hairspray. No, I never use hairspray. Never use any products in my hair actually, other than shampoo and conditioner. That's Canadian embassy on the left. This one, is it? I did not know that. There's so much I do not know. Pretty cool building though. So now we are indeed in the Aoyama neighborhood. That's what the signs say. The building names. Apparently, Rockaway Siren, apparently that was your embassy that I just passed. I did not know that myself, but it was. Upmarket neighborhood, yes. Aoyama is also one of these central Tokyo areas where land prices are quite crazy. Near Aoyama University, a little bit further down. Aoyama University is pretty close to Shibuya actually, so I still have a while to go until I get there. So it's half past 6 now, so another half an hour and the sun will have set. You must be pretty fit if you're walking everywhere. Not sure. People often say that, but I have a pretty significant belly that I just can't seem to get rid of. I think I will actually go down here and then take one of the smaller side roads here as well. It's just so boring to walk along the big streets. Random question, do you have a university degree? Yes, I do, but I've never used it. I never even used it for my visa applications to Japan. They never asked me for anything like that. But in general, you do need one if you're gonna work for a Japanese company. There's probably some exceptions out there, but as a rule of thumb, it's pretty difficult to get employed without a degree. But since I've never been employed, that has never been a problem for me. Would it be inappropriate to walk across the cemetery? I think so. I've been tempted a couple of times to walk there because it's a beautiful place, but somehow it doesn't really feel right to stream while walking across the cemetery. I love this old apartment building. Toe Minami Aoyama Ichome Apato. It's really old and worn down, and it just seems so out of place considering how fancy the rest of this neighborhood is. And I kind of like that. So yeah, let's go down here. This building also feels like, I don't know, like it belongs in Hong Kong or something, rather than in the fanciest part of Tokyo. Are you working in Japan? Yes, I'm self-employed. I've always been self-employed. So I'm working for myself. That's why I've never really had to deal about those degree issues. Glad to see you live again. Thank you. How long will this stream last? I don't know. It's been 40 minutes. I think we will go at least another hour. Maybe more. Maybe more. Let me just take a little look at the map. Right. Okay, got it. Let's go down here. Wow. Fruit market from the back of a truck in this very fancy Tokyo neighborhood. Shibuya まで行く。そうです。そうです。今日は渋谷の方に行きます。I think I'm gonna maybe wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna switch camera soon to the regular lens as it's getting a bit dark, but maybe not yet. That's Roppongi Hills down there. But that's not where we're going today. Today we are going to Shibuya. I feel quite envious that you get to experience walking in the streets of Tokyo. Well, thank you, I guess. I will switch camera now. Chest reveal. Kind of. Thank you, I guess. But yeah, I've been living here for a while and it's not so special anymore. But it's a great city for sure. For sure. It's a fun place to be most of the time. So down here we have Aoyama Ichome station, which is, I think, 2 stops from Shibuya. Have to wait a little bit longer. Okej, Joel, lycka till med lunchen. Enjoy. And let's see. Oh, did the bike scare that little dog? That was interesting. Maybe the dog was just telling that I don't want to walk anymore. I'm getting tired. Sumimasen, どこにいますか? 今は青山一丁目駅の近くです。What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate or pistachio? I'm planning to move back to Sweden in the near future. Yeah, I mentioned it many times. Near future is a pretty relative expression, but I am planning to move to Sweden within a couple of, maybe like next year or maybe later than that. I don't know. We'll see. Before the pandemic, did you visit the family back in Sweden? Last time I went to Sweden was 2 years ago, the summer of 2019. And before that I used to go back at least every summer, sometimes also in the winters. If you turn right, you can go to Shinanomachi. Yes, that's right, over here now. Also Olympic Stadium is not too far away. We're 3 kilometers from Shibuya. So, yeah, not a terribly long walk tonight, but should be good for another half an hour at least, and then plus the beer break, which might take us another half an hour. Should be more likes for today's walk. I don't know. Today's walk so far feels kind of meh. Not so special or exciting. At least not to me. There's been many much better walks in the recent weeks. But I hope you're enjoying it anyway. And who knows, it might change. I think once it gets a little bit darker, the entire vibe will change quite a lot, because Tokyo at night versus Tokyo on a gray afternoon is a tremendously different experience. Ah, new member, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Could edit the title on the go to mention Shibuya. Maybe, but never mind. Never mind. I have 450 people with me now. That's what matters. That's enough. Will you be live again tomorrow? Like I said a few minutes ago, I'm not sure about tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going on a mini trip with my family. So I'm not sure if I will stream. Could happen, but yeah, I'm really not sure. Don't stream, dedicate the day to your family. Thank you, Ray. We'll see. Maybe we will need a little break from each other sometime during the day. Wow, interesting. Has this thing always been there? I don't think I've noticed this structure before. Quite interesting. But I will not head this direction anyway. I will head towards Shibuya, which is this way. So yeah, this street is kind of famous, especially in the autumn when it's all golden filled by ginkgo. It's ginkgo trees, right? So it's quite beautiful in the autumn. Structures on street view. Okay, so I guess it's just ignorant me who has never noticed it before. Smelly tree, yeah, that's right. Ginkgo smells pretty bad actually. I'm not too fond of the smell. Or it's more like the ginkgo seeds or nuts or whatever you call them. They can be quite smelly, yeah. Not on Street View. Okay, I see McGuffin. Chat is moving pretty quickly today, so it's easy for me to miss what some of you are saying. Just wondering, what word will you say to your wife when you're going to do YouTube stuff like live stream or 4K recording? What word? I think I usually say that I will go out and shoot, probably, or go out and stream, maybe. I don't really know. Yeah, I think from here on the stream will look vastly more interesting, as it's getting darker now. The colors are getting more vivid. Does your wife watch? No. People always ask that, and my default answer is, okay, it's just 2 hours, 2 kilometers left to Shibuya. My default answer to that question is like, my wife and I spend most of the day together because she's working from home, and so am I for most of the time. So I think on those times when we're apart, I think hearing my voice and watching me on a walk is not very high on her priority list. I sure hope she's not watching. She should enjoy her time without me better than just watching my stupid YouTube channel. This is nice. I'm actually having my Sony camera with me today. Can you see? Shoot this with my iPhone as well, just in case. There we go. This is what it looks like opposite direction. Over there you can see the Meiji Jingu Stadium, where there is often baseball games going on. And a little bit further this direction we will have the Olympic Stadium. We are very close to hitting 500 viewers now. Nice. Guy in my station here. Your wife would be very proud of your channel. I'm not sure. I think she thinks my whole YouTube thing is a little bit weird, but maybe if it keeps growing, she might appreciate it. We'll see. At least I'm using the money I got from the 1-year anniversary stream to treat her to a little vacation tomorrow. So hopefully that will make her a little bit more positive about it. Thank you, Yari. But come on, it is pretty weird. I mean, I've been going on walks and streaming them live for like over a year now. That's kind of weird. Not many people do that. Not like that's not what normal people do. Normal people have a normal job. Normal people have normal hobbies. But it's okay. I enjoy this a lot, and it makes me happy. And that happiness also spills over to some of you. So that's all that matters. Where are you guys going tomorrow? We're going to Yokohama, so not very far. But we found a nice hotel that we will try. And since we have a little baby, that's kind of like the main thing we have to worry about. Like how baby friendly a place is and how easy it is for us to get there and back home. Normal hobbies cost money, yours make money. Yeah, I guess you have a point, but you also know that I spend a lot of money on phones and stuff. So, I don't know. So far, I think a regular job would have been more profitable for me, but most likely it wouldn't have been as much fun. So. Being stuck inside this channel has saved me. Thank you. Yeah, it's comments like that that motivates me and keeps me going. So, 今どこ？今外苑前と表参道駅の間。Hey son. Oh, sorry about that. My nose was itchy and I sneezed. I don't think it was corona. Gesundheit. Thank you. Thank you. Ristorante Italiano. I'm getting hungry. By the way, I need to eat something as well. I'm not having dinner with my family tonight, so maybe I will eat something on the stream. I'm getting hungry. Me and my daughter went to our favorite sushi restaurant today for lunch. It was nice. She likes it because whenever we go there, I give her tofu and egg, which is two things that she really, really loves. So my daughter always enjoys going to the sushi restaurant. Let me get you started on a dinner fund. Oh, that would be nice. That would be very nice. What time is it in Japan? It's 7 o'clock in the evening, very soon. How old are your kids? I only have one kid and she is 11 months old, soon 11. Oh, number of viewers took a bit of a jump and now we are well over 500. Thank you and welcome. If there are any new viewers out there, welcome to my channel. I do live walks like this almost every day. So if you think that's fun, you should definitely consider subscribing. And if you really like live walks, you might be interested in joining me on Patreon, because that way you will get access to some super special extra ultra bonus material. The link to my Patreon is in the video description. What else? Oh yeah, please read the FAQ, which is linked in the video description. And once you read that, you are more than welcome to socialize in the chat. Thank you, Jenny, for the link. So we've been going for an hour now. And yeah, Tokyo just starts to show its better side. So I think if I get a beer break and maybe a little bit to eat, I should be good to go for at least another hour, potentially much longer than that. Thank you, Sophia Alim, for your dinner fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So no walking during staycation. We'll see, we'll see. I am planning to shoot a video in Yokohama, but maybe not a live one. Super extra ultra bonus material. Sounds epic. Yeah, I think it is pretty epic. Or, I don't know. It's actually just me. Videos of me when I eat and drink and tell my Patreon supporters a little bit more in detail about what's going on in my life and things like that. So, it's not for everyone, but for those of you who do enjoy this channel and think that you would enjoy getting to know me a little bit better, then yeah, it could probably qualify as super ultra mega epic. Thank you, CSY Dinner Fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get something nice. Let's also go up here, because so there used to be this very, very old residential area here, which they tore down like 3-4 years ago, and made me very, very sad, because I loved this old danchi, the Aoyama, what was the name? Aoyama Danchi or something like that. I don't remember. There's still some of the original buildings are left here, but this is what they built instead, huh? Yappari ne. Ah, here we go. Aoyama Kitamachi Apato. So this used to be full of these old Japanese residential houses, but yeah, now they just built another couple of rather generic looking high-rise apartments. Makes sense though, because those apartments that used to be here were so old that they were probably a safety hazard. Where exactly are we now? So I just turned down, that's Aoyama Dori down there. But now I'm heading down more towards Omotesando direction. Yeah, here you can see some of the old apartments. So it used to be maybe, I don't know how many of these buildings, but maybe 30, 40, like really a lot of them. And it was kind of cozy to walk around here, especially at night, because it was super quiet and you could still feel the kind of old Tokyo vibe. Yeah, as you can see, these are very old and probably not that safe. But yeah, it was to be expected, and I'm sure like a lot of the people living in the old apartments probably got a really good deal of moving in here, which I'm pretty sure increased their quality of life considerably. But I can't avoid feeling a little bit sad over the fact that a piece of Tokyo history now is gone. Let's see if they at least made it, this little park here, any nice. Let's see what else is in here. Sorry, the chat is really active, so I'm sorry if I missed some of the messages. Oh, and thank you, Stefan. I got a new Patreon supporter. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much. It's the kind of nice little garden here. This wasn't here before, as far as I know. Takematsu, your daughter worked at a hair salon near here. Nice. Good location for a hair salon. What's this? Food truck? Maybe? Looks like it's a coffee shop in this truck. Interesting. Hey dog, happy dog, happy dog, gets to run around and play. At least they dedicated a pretty large chunk of the land to green space, which is nice, considering the land here must be insanely expensive. So the fact that they just built a pretty big park slash garden here is kind of neat, I guess. Also, these residential towers are relatively low. I would have expected them to build something higher here. Also, quite impressive slide over there. Thank you, McGuffin. Yeah, I kind of know where we are. There's plenty of shops and restaurants here, actually, in this area. So I think finding beer and something to eat shouldn't be too much of a problem. Rent there must be crazy high. Yeah, I wonder if it's rent though. My guess is that these apartments are for sale. But yeah, I don't know. A snake in a garden like that? I'm not sure, but we don't really see snakes often here in Tokyo. There's snakes in other parts of Japan, but I guess the living environment in a city like Tokyo is not really ideal for snakes. see, what else are you saying? So down here is Omotesando, and like just where that car is, that's next to the big Apple store, Omotesando Apple store. But let's stick to the quiet side streets for a little bit longer, right? Do you do interior photography? Not really, no. I'm not sure what you mean with if you need permission. I mean, if you're doing interior photography, it's usually for a client, right? So then that client gives you access to the place you need to shoot. If Tokyo has a problem with spiders, no, not really, no, not as far as I've noticed during these 13 years. So yeah, now we're in the, I think we're heading towards the Jingumae. Yeah, we're already in Jingumae, which is also one of the fancier neighborhoods in Tokyo, next to Omotesando. If you want to live around here, you also need very, very deep pockets. Jingumae. Coffee and donuts. Interesting. I don't think I've seen this place before. Let's check it out. Australia, yeah, Australia is kind of infamous for having spiders and stuff, right? That's, yeah. Huh, I think this is new. Looks very nice. Looks like a place I probably should come visit sometime, but now it's closed.ね、ちょっと美味しそう、かっこいいな、コーヒー屋さん。Oh, let me think. Should we go down further this way? Nah, let's head down to Omotesando. Let's head down to Omotesando. Yeah, lots of cones here. And here. Fancy shops in every street corner around here. Also another like camper van, but this is also a coffee shop. Interesting. Everything that looks nice is closed. That's a bit unfortunate. Is this, yeah, this is a mistake, I think. I'm your weight less. But if you look at the pictogram, I believe they wanted to say I'm your waitress rather than weightless. Cute. That's H&M down there, by the way. This building here. That's H&M. Ganbatte Sweden. Oh, it's actually weightless. That's actually the name. The personal salon. Okay, so maybe it is intentional branding then, rather than English. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, so these back streets, super quiet, right? And then just wait 30 seconds when we will be out on Omotesando. If places are closing earlier because of COVID, I think so, even though we had a state of emergency here in Tokyo that ended a week ago. And during the state of emergency, restaurants had to close at 8. But it's not even 8 yet, it's just 7. So I don't know why it's so quiet. But actually, yeah, Omotesando is also surprisingly quiet for 7 p.m. This street is usually way more alive and bustling. And down there you have Shibuya. That's Scramble Square. So that's where we're heading. But for now, let's head down here. And let's try to figure out what to do with our little food and drink problem. Oh, here's another coffee shop. Imperfect coffee stand. Interesting, I think this is quite new as well. There used to be like a flavored popcorn shop here that was insanely popular. Usually had people queuing out on the streets. But now, not anymore. Now it looks like a very, very fancy coffee shop. Huh. Super fancy coffee shop actually. 人がいないね. It's really, really quiet for 7 p.m. at Omotesando, which actually came as a surprise to me. I did not expect it to be this quiet. I feel this area looks new. Well, it's one of the most famous shopping streets in Tokyo, Omotesando. The shops here generally changes all the time, yeah, because the rents here are so expensive, and only the most successful ones, or the ones with the deepest pockets, can survive here, I guess. So it does change quite often, but I don't think any of these buildings are that super new. This shopping mall, Omotesando Hills, is quite famous. I think it's made by Tadao Ando, who is a pretty famous architect, a guy who loves concrete. And it's maybe 10-15 years old. I don't know, I don't remember. Maybe even older. But yeah, it's kind of like Ginza, but a little bit more casual, maybe tiny bit, and a tiny bit like a younger audience than Ginza. Versus Ginza, which is more premium. I still think Ginza is a tad higher up on the hierarchy, but it's pretty close though. It's pretty close. But the thing with Omotesando is like, yeah, this main street is super fancy, right? But once you get to the side streets, it's actually way more laid back, and you find lots of smaller shops. Whereas Ginza is kind of like, yeah, Ginza is fancy everywhere. But I personally, I certainly prefer this part of town. Ginza is nice too, but I like Ginza visually. I like walking in Ginza and take photos in Ginza. But it's not a place where I would go to meet a friend for a coffee. But around here, I do go to meet friends for coffee. or at least I used to before the pandemic. Now I never meet anyone for coffee, hardly ever. So see you. Oh yeah? Is it a reflection reveal again? But this is nice because I always enjoy coming here at night, and especially to walk along the side street, the one called Cat Street, which we are relatively close to. So I think I need to cross here, cross this pedestrian bridge, because the view from up here is always nice as well. But yeah, remember what I said? Like in the beginning of this stream, everything looked kind of gray and kind of bland. And now suddenly we see Tokyo from its most beautiful side again. Blue hour, yes. The best hour. The best hour. So Cat Street next. Yes! Yes. Cat Street it will be. Also taking pictures, yes. Have my good old, or not really good old, but my beloved Sony RX1 hanging here. That's why I'm stopping at some point to take photos. By the way, do we have anyone who is good at telecommunications infrastructure here? I'm curious about these. These are, I know that there are cell phone antennas, but are they like more specifically, what are they? Can someone clarify? Are they like 5G millimeter wave base stations or something else? Just curious. Because they're so small and they looked like they were clearly aimed at a specific spot. Yeah, I was expecting more from you, Ray. So that was out of your field, huh? And you are supposed to be a mod? Really, Ray? Just kidding. Just kidding. You're the best, Ray. Even though you didn't know what those things were. Just a moment. Just to confirm. photo here, but I need to make sure that I'm actually able to get a sharp photo, because it is a bit dark now. So yeah, now we're on Cat Street, which is one of my favorite streets to walk at night, because it's always very beautiful, the lights and the colors, and it's often surprisingly quiet here as well, which I enjoy. It is a nice street, right? Good to hear that you agree with me. Some of you might remember, not too long ago, I actually found a nice little coffee shop down here. I think it was in this building though. And oh, should I just be lazy and have some takoyaki? I don't think I've had takoyaki on stream before. Should we do takoyaki? Yeah, let's takoyaki. Let's takoyaki. こんばんは。
はい、お時間いただきますがよろしいですか？
どのぐらいですか？
10分です。
10分？
はい。
はい、大丈夫です。
はい。
ネギポンお願いします。
食べていかれますか？食べていきますか？
そうですね。この辺に食べましょう。
黒はなしでいいですか？
はい、大丈夫です。
はい、580円。
はい、スイカでお願いします。
はい、マヨネーズはおかけしますか？
いや、なしでお願いします。
はい、知ったらお呼びします。
はい。Okay, so I have to wait for like 10 minutes for my takoyaki. Oh, let's see. Maybe did I have? あ、すみません。ビール売ってますか？
ビールはさすがに7時超えたらないです。
あ、So they're not allowed to sell beer after 7 o'clock, which was 24 minutes ago. You can use Suica, not everything, but a lot of places, yeah. Yeah. So, guess we have to wait here for a little while. Hope you're okay with that. The rules keep changing. Okay, I didn't actually know that. Okay, now after 7 they're not allowed to sell beer. It's very strange. Can Pasmo be used instead of Suica? Yeah, they're interchangeable. Pasmo and Suica, or if you can use one, you can use the other. Let me sit down here and put the camera down as well. rest my tired old legs a little bit. Yeah. Not great ranking, eh? I think Suica is more useful. Why do you think so? I never really noticed any difference. I'm actually using Pasmo right now. Never really had any issues. そうですね、コンビニでビール買いましょう。そう、この近くコンビニあります。I think I will go. There's a convenience store nearby. As a tourist visiting Tokyo, which one would you suggest? Pasmo Suica? They're the same. Really, no difference. Have no idea where you are. Really, if you've been to Harajuku area, you should know this street. It's quite famous. Cat Street. And yes, helicopter. Suica you can use on your iPhone. You can use Pasmo in the phone as well. So I'm just checking the chat and what you're saying. For those of you who are new to my channel, I often take breaks like this during my walks, either eating something or drinking something, usually beer. And these breaks are a good chance for me to focus a little bit more on the chat. So now I am reading what you are saying. Did you already visit Osaka? Yeah, many times. I have a few videos from Osaka on my channel as well. But no live streams from Osaka yet, actually. Epic walk, better than Ghost Walk yesterday. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Are you still using the physical card for Suica? Yes, I am. I'm using a physical card. I was using it in the phone for a while, but I switch phones so often, and that just kind of complicates things. So yeah, I prefer to have Suica as a card, because it's kind of complicated to switch to move it to a different phone. Unnecessarily complicated. Let's see, what else are you saying? Can you do an Enoshima evening live stream? Maybe. It's very far from where I live, so if I do an evening live stream there, I almost have to stay overnight somewhere nearby. So they're having a photo shoot over there. Okay, thank you, Faris. Thanks for joining. Got first shot of vaccine, flight to Tokyo booked for October. Okay, good luck. I hope you will be able to enter the country. Why not use debit card though? It's not applicable. Yeah, actually, it's more likely that you can pay with Suica than with debit card in in Japan. Bill 買えた。まだ今たこ焼き待ってます。もらったらこの近くのコンビニに行きます。I think they're doing some sort of photo shoot with a smartphone. Oi. Got my takoyaki. Looks like they're doing another photo shoot here. Popular spot for photo shoots. So let's see if we can get a beer. I'm just kind of missing that third arm that I so often feel the need for, but I'm sure we can sort it out somehow. Wait, I think there's supposed to be a konbini down here. Let's check. But yeah, these streets are beautiful. These streets are beautiful at night. Yeah, and takoyaki is kind of dangerous because you can really burn your mouth badly on it. So it's kind of good to wait a little bit before I start eating. Ah, down there is a konbini. So hopefully we can get something here. Okay, folks, we now have beer. We now have a beer. So let's head back down to the main street and find a place to sit where I can drink this beer. I'm just trying to put it all in my bag for now. There we go. So, okay. Sorry about this little disruption. It took way longer than expected to buy takoyaki and beer, but we have it now. So we are ready for a little street food experience, I guess. Takoyaki and beer. Some shops are still open, like this one. So yeah, the restaurants are not allowed to sell beer after 7, but convenience stores are allowed to sell beer whenever they want. So what is takoyaki? Takoyaki is it's usually called octopus balls. It's like fried, like small balls. You will see soon. It's like batter and a chunk, a piece of squid or octopus, not squid, octopus inside. It's a very popular Japanese kind of street food. Okay, I think we can sit here. This is a decent dinner spot, don't you think? So, little beer here and little takoyaki here. So, let's see what these look like. Here's my takoyaki. Can you see? These ones have ponzu, which is a kind of what actually is ponzu? I don't know. It's a kind of seasoning which is very common in Japanese food, and it's vinegar based, I think. So it's a little bit sour in taste. I don't know if you. Let's see. But yeah, so these tend to be extremely hot when they're freshly made, and it's very common to burn yourself. So let's see. And these are extremely soft. They're actually a bit difficult to eat. But you can think of it as a round pancake, round and unsweetened pancake with a bit of octopus in it. Sounds weird, but it's tasty. It's tasty. So yeah, kanpai folks. I went for Orion tonight, which is a very good summer beer.
Sir, good evening. You cannot drink here alcohol.
Oh no?
No.
Okay.
Please.
Where can I drink?
If you want to walk, it's okay.
Okay.
Or you can go by in your house or in a bar.
Okay. But not.
It's okay. You can finish now.
Okay.
But after, please. Yeah?
Okay. Because of
Please
Corona?
take the trash with you.
Yeah, of course. Because of Corona or?
Exactly.
I see. So.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Okay. So that was a nice guy. Apparently we're not supposed to drink, but he said I could finish, so I will finish. Yeah. ね、おかしいですね。But nice of him to let me finish. Maybe he knew that I was streaming. And it's so ridiculous that they ban outdoor activities, but at the same time, you know, he even said I can go to a bar and drink. Okay, but if it's for Corona, isn't it much safer to sit outside? No, that guy was not Japanese. He was working for Tokyo City. I guess what they're doing is like they're trying hard to crack down on groups of people drinking and partying outside. Yeah, he was not a police.ね、おかしいね。一人でビール飲んでどんなコロナの関係だろうね。特に外で。But yeah, it's okay. And he was like, yeah, you can walk and drink. Okay. Interesting take. Wouldn't that also be more dangerous than sitting down? Anyway, I will be done quite soon, so it's okay. Loud bike. Bit of a wonder in the house. Welcome. Good to see you here. And thanks for becoming a mega supporter. I really appreciate it. I could hear on that guy, even he thought it would be ridiculous to tell me off. So he was nice. I honestly don't think the police would be as flexible and accommodating. Party is 540 people, yes. Kampai. Thank you, Vira Honor. I'm really happy to hear that. I hope your channel will take off soon. You have some really exotic places in your videos, at least exotic to me, who has never really traveled much in the US. So I will take a close look at some of your videos for sure. I just watched a little bit briefly, but yeah, I will take a closer look. Is it about to rain? Hopefully not, but according to the forecast, yes, around midnight it's expected to rain actually. Also, I hope we're not picking up this music. Almost done.
Don't worry.
Stem again. Okay, I just finished my takoyaki. Sorry, I didn't really show you much of the food, but takoyaki is not very photogenic anyway. But I just realized that. I guess I got a little bit stressed because of these guys. You hear no music. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you can't hear it, then I guess the mics aren't picking it up. There's a Adidas shop nearby. Like here. This one. And they're playing some music in there, which sounds... music that sounds very copyrighted to me. Yes, let's continue. First, maybe I will go back and throw away my trash at this shop. さっきの人日本人ではなかった。一人は日本人となんか喋った方はなんか日本人じゃない。Okay, I finished beer. Thanks for being patient with me while I had my little beer and snack break. It is now approaching 8 o'clock and we are very close to Shibuya. So I'm kind of thinking where we can go from here. Like, now that I just recharged my energy, it would be a shame to just walk down to Shibuya and then end things there, don't you think? Maybe we could do something else. I mean, I will walk down to Shibuya for sure, but then from there maybe we can go somewhere else. Yosh. Matthew, you've been married for 12 years. Well, I guess just marrying a Japanese person doesn't mean that you automatically learn Japanese, right? I studied Japanese way before I met my wife, like 10 years before I met my wife. Interesting, this LED thing. I haven't seen this before. This place always changes. But every time I pass here, there's like some new shop in this building. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas or suggestion where you want me to go after Shibuya, please let me know and I will be happy to consider it. Those street lights remind you of vloggers' ring lights. Yeah, they are exactly ring lights. But I don't think they are the reason why I like the light on this street so much, though, because they're rather useless in terms of illuminating the street, but they do look quite nice. Oh, look at that Shibuya stream. Yeah, someone was taking out the trash. That was the sound you heard. It's probably one of the smallest shops in Harajuku. It's just this, basically it's like two containers stacked up on each other. But this building is actually somewhat famous among architects. And now there's this Swedish watch brand having a small shop in there. He must be doing well because they've been there for several years now. Not all shops survive that for that long. 540 people watching still. Thank you. If you are new to this channel, please say hi in the chat. It's always good to get to know new viewers as well. Even though I have a very strong group of very loyal followers that has been with me for a long time, it's always nice to see some new users pop in as well. First time I opened your video. Oh, thank you. Interesting. What made you click on this? Okay, looks like this group here, they weren't as lucky as I was. Those people were probably also drinking and got told to leave now. It's irritating to see those kind of pointless anti-corona measures which are completely illogical and makes no sense whatsoever. I'm watching from bed because it's just 6 in the morning and it's my first time to watch your stream. Okay, great, thank you, welcome. If you enjoy these streams, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I do these walks almost every day actually. So if you enjoy random walks around Tokyo and elsewhere, please subscribe. And what else? Yeah, like the concept of this channel is pretty simple. I just wanted to feel like you're on a walk with an old friend. That's it. No kind of ambitious hopes of like educating you or telling the story about I don't know, various aspects of Japanese culture. I mean, all of those things happens organically as we go along, but that's not the main purpose. I just want this to be, yeah, like if I was showing someone like my mom or my, I don't know, my best friend around Tokyo for the first time. That's kind of the vibe that I am trying to recreate with my streams. So now we are approaching the fancy Miyashita Koen, which was completed a year ago? Yeah, last year it was completed. I guess it was supposed to be finished in time for the original date of the Tokyo Olympics. So it's quite nice. Do you think we should go up? I will let you vote on that one. Go up, yes or no? First that gets 5 votes will be the one I go for. Yes or no? Go up, yes or no? Yes. Okay. A clear win for the yes-sayers. So let's go up. Oh wow, yeah, yes is totally dominating the chat, except for like one poor soul who yelled no. So, see, that's also one thing that I often do in my walks, for those of you who are new here. I let my viewers decide. And actually the fact that we're walking to Shibuya tonight is Also thanks to my viewers. In the beginning of this stream, I gave them 3 different options, and they said they wanted me to walk to Shibuya tonight, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That was the very definition of a landslide, yes. Totally. Yay to democracy. Whoops. Sorry, I almost slipped there. I was expecting a stop on the stairs when there was none. But here we have one of my favorite Shibuya views. Just a moment. I'm just capturing this. I think we might have the thumbnail here. Although it's one that I've used a couple of times before. So maybe I won't go for this one after all. And just one more moment, folks. I think I just got a message I need to reply to. Okay, sorry about that little delay there. Thank you for your patience. Tokyo に住みたいな。あ、そうですね。ケモジさんどこだっけ？どこに住んでるんでしたっけ？茨城、あ、そうですね、そうですね。ちょっと遠いですね。
When riding the escalator, please hold a handrail and stand inside the yellow line on the step.
I think here it's okay to stream. This is a place that everybody posts on social media, so I don't really think it's a problem. And it's, after all, it's outdoors, so should be okay. It's the Miyashita Park, which was completed a year ago. More of a mall than a park. It is. It used to be a park, and they kept that as the name. But you are indeed right. It's more of a mall than a park. But it's still quite nice. And they have this robot lawnmower, which is always okay, always nice, always awesome. Because Japan is the country of robots, you know. I've been here before, yeah, a couple of times. Not that many times at night though. But I did have a beer down there once. It's quite crowded here. And actually quite a lot of people are drinking up here. Yeah, I was just ironic about the robotic lawnmowers. They're not very, that's not very impressive or high tech or anything at all. Yeah, wow, it's super crowded here. Super crowded. Like way more people than I expected. And they don't seem to care that people are drinking here. So, see, that's what I mean. The beer I had at the place where I had it, that was not okay, but drinking here seems to be perfectly fine. It's a very nice place, absolutely, absolutely. If there was no pandemic, I would be very happy to see this. That people are out having a good time in an urban park like this. It's very nice actually, but yeah, with the backdrop of the pandemic it becomes a little bit more complicated. So I think over here we have an escalator that will take us down. They are supporting small businesses. Are they though? I think they're supporting, like, mostly supporting Starbucks and maybe some convenience stores, which isn't really what I would call small businesses. Here's the skateboard park, by the way. But they just made an announcement that all those facilities closed because it was 8 o'clock. So... ねえ、月曜日の夜は元気ですね。結構盛り上がってる。ちょっとびっくりした。First time viewing live, been watching for a year. Oh, thank you, Ayan. Thank you very much. First but not last, I hope. Sorry, snapping a few more. But yeah, good to hear like some, you know, some new people watching. It's always nice to hear. So feel free to keep those comments coming if there's anyone lurking in the chat. Don't be afraid. Say hi. Tell me who you are, where you're from, for how long you've been watching, and what you like about my channel, if you do like it. Yes, there are lots of trains here. So that's Shibuya Station, JR Shibuya Station down there. So we will probably have another train in a minute or two. Yep. Trains coming in. First time watching. Okay. How did you find my channel? Was it recommended by YouTube or? This view is quite nice. I'm snapping some shots here. What I do like is that they kept a few of these old streets or old alleys here as well. New joiner, joined late. What area is this? This is Shibuya. We're next to Shibuya Station. We started at Akasaka, no, Nagatacho. Nagatacho.
Please watch your step when getting on or off the escalator.
Sorry, I'm just snapping a few photos. That's why it's taking so long. There's a train coming now. I think I want that in the frame. I can show central Tokyo. Well, this is Shibuya, which is one of the central areas of Tokyo. How do I usually get home? I usually get home by train. Which is how I will get home tonight as well. Yes, recommended by YouTube. Thank you. We watched others walking in Tokyo, but love yours because you talk and walk. Thank you. That's good to hear. It's very good to hear. Yeah. Some people enjoy the fact that I talk. Others hate it, but those who don't like it can just go watch something else, right? I like talking. I like talking to my viewers. This is my social life, so. So, okay, more dangerous music here, so I will just try to keep talking and hopefully that won't cause us any issues. Oh, here's another takoyaki shop. Nice, I think this is new. Sorry, lots of, wow, we're almost at 600 viewers now. Oh, that's good. That's good for a Monday stream. Thank you and welcome if there's any new people out there watching. And of course, also welcome to all my good old regular viewers. But yeah, I was planning on ending the stream here at Shibuya Station, but since we're almost at 600 viewers, I feel I really should push it a little bit further. So let's think about where we can go from here. I guess I have to just check out what Shibuya Crossing looks like on a night like this. Hello from London. I've been watching your live streams for about a year. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. I hope you enjoy. Well, if you've been watching for a year, I guess you do enjoy, so thank you. Thanks a lot. Wow. This is... yeah, it's... I don't know what's going on. Why is it so crowded? It's... well, I was about to say that it's as busy as before the pandemic, but that's not really true. No, it's not a holiday tomorrow. Oh, 600 viewers now. Welcome and thank you. Thank you, Lisa, for joining the channel. Thank you so much. It is pretty crowded, yeah. Mitsu desu. 確かに結構密ですね。So I will keep heading this way past this area because it's just so crowded. But they have switched off the screens, so I guess they're doing something to stop Corona. But yeah, it's really very crowded tonight. So let me just catch up with the chat while we're enjoying the view of Shibuya Crossing a little bit, because the chat is really busy and I'm not able to see what you are all saying.すいませんね、今チャット結構早く動いてるので全部読めないメッセージが多いです。すいません。Sorry, I don't know about the Fast and Furious movies. I haven't watched them. They seem really bad. At least to someone like me who doesn't like cars. What's the temperature now? Okay, that's something I can absolutely answer. It is currently 24 degrees and cloudy. Humidity is, what's humidity? 72%. Just watch me walk across the street on the Shibuya live camera. Nice. Nice. Digital signal doesn't work. Well, it's not that it doesn't work, it's that they switch it off at 8 because they think then fewer people will come here and that will be good in the battle against Corona. But that's a pretty lame, like if that's all they're doing, it's obviously not enough. So I'm gonna cross here. I think I will just take a little tour around the station area and then end the stream in maybe 10-15 minutes because it's getting a little bit late. Are you near Shibuya Stream building? Indeed I am. That's Shibuya Stream right there. That's Shibuya Stream. Thank you, Kung Kai Wong, supporting me from Hong Kong. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's actually raining a little bit now. I felt one drop touching my skin. You hear that Volt is doing IKEA delivery now? No, I didn't know that. What time are stores closing here? I don't know. Usually they're open until pretty late, but it depends from shop to shop, but at least like 9, 10-ish. But now because of the pandemic, some shops close a bit earlier. So these shops here are open, it seems. Tomorrow I'm not gonna stream the same time. Most likely not, no. I'm not sure if I will stream tomorrow. Because I'm going on a little trip with my family. So potentially, maybe tomorrow there won't be a stream. But I don't know, it's not decided. It depends on a lot of things, like weather, like my mood, like, yeah, a lot of things. This is the Tokyo Scramble Square building, which was also completed quite recently, like a year or two ago. That's the Shibuya Stream over there, and the Hikarie is behind here. We can't see Hikarie right now. Can we do an Odaiba walk? Yeah, we've done Odaiba walks before, and it will most certainly happen again. Just snapping a few more photos here. Has all the construction in that spot finished? No, there's still plenty of construction going on. There's construction going on here. So we have a wall, we have 4 cones with bars, and we have a net. Just in case. And also the bars, it's not just one bar, it's 2 bars. So they really want to make a statement. Used to be pretty messy at ground level. Yeah, for sure. It's still quite messy, I would say. They're still not done. Still lots of lonely cones. Or not that lonely actually. There's plenty of cones. They have company, they have friends. They're a group. They're in a group, so they will be fine. It's the lonely ones we need to worry about. It's the ones with no friends that might be suffering. I need to come back here and shoot. Just come back here with a stills camera and do a bit of photo shoot here sometime. Because it's a lot of fun, and it's been ages since I did that last time. But the pollution level here, I don't know. In general, pollution in Tokyo is not terribly bad, considering how big it is. It's obviously not as good as out in the countryside, but compared to many other major cities, I think the air quality in Tokyo is relatively okay. But yeah, I don't know about this specific spot. And someone asked if the construction is done. Obviously, construction is far from done. They're building something massive here. The people standing and waving in front of construction sites, they are usually kind of day workers, so they usually don't have another job and they do those things for a pretty low salary. I don't know, maybe some of them are on like regular long-term contracts, but I don't think so. Oh, Ray, do you see how many cones we have in the frame right now? A lot of cones. A lot of cones. Minimum wage workers, yeah. Yeah. How much do you think they get paid, Mia? How much do you get from standing and waving in front of a construction site for 8 hours? Like maybe 800-900 yen per hour? Something like that? $2,000 per month. Stand in the middle of the street waving. That's not a lot. Monday streaming is so nice. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I would think 900 yen per hour. Yeah. Yeah, probably something like that. Minimum wage. No?27歳まで渋谷区民だった。そうか。いいね。But yeah, it's really a lot of people are out drinking tonight. So here's Shibuya Stream. Someone asked me to come here. So this is all relatively new. It was finished 2-3 years ago, this high rise. It's actually raining now. Not much, but a little bit. Sorry, I'm snapping some photos here. Nice thumbnail opportunity. Absolutely, absolutely. Lots of nice thumbnail opportunities around here. But I will actually head back towards the station now and wrap up the stream really soon. Thank you, Vigilant, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm waving at you. If there's anyone else who's been holding off with their super chats and would like to thank me for tonight's 2.5 hour long stream, please. Thank you, Fungus. Thank you. Despite not having any kimchi and natto, thank you very much. I appreciate your support as always, my friend. You are always very generous to me, and I salute you for that. If I walk this way, I will go to Ebisu, but I won't walk that way. Also, here's an ad for Google, but you can't see it because it's overexposed. So, what else? What else? Rainbow Bridge, yes. It's definitely in my pipeline to do a night or sunset walk across Rainbow Bridge. I was actually considering that for tonight's stream for a brief moment. But the thing about walking Rainbow Bridge is just that there's so much traffic and it's so noisy and the air quality is really bad. So it's not really enjoyable for me. But I should stop being so egoistic and think about what's enjoyable for you. So someone asked about Shibuya Hikariya. This is Hikariya. So that's here. And then here you have the Shibuya Scramble Square building. So they are next to each other. If there was a massive earthquake, they could potentially fall like dominoes. Is Pride Month a thing in Japan? Not really something that average people see much about, no. I think if you're in that community, I think there's maybe a lot of things going on, but it's not really something you see that much on the streets anymore, or not anymore. You don't see it on the street. I mean, there's the Pride Parade at some point, but even that is relatively small here in Tokyo, I think. You don't really stumble across it unless you actively look for it. Thank you, Roy, for the super chat as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Voglam, for the kind words. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Thanks for another amazing evening stream. And thank you, Ginger Ballade. Thank you for the 5,001. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think this is where I will wave goodbye, and thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Today's stream started off a bit boring. The first hour or so was pretty bland, but I think towards the end, after sunset, it changed, and it turned out quite nice after all. Thank you, Mala. Oh, sorry, it's disappearing. But thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Mona. Wow, you're suddenly okay. Maybe I need to get going for another 5 more minutes. Okay, I will just stream the walk to the subway entrance then, to give you some more time for those super chats. And more photos on Patreon, someone requests. Okay, that sounds like a pretty reasonable request. Yes, I will try to post some new wallpapers. Actually, it's a new month coming up, so I'm about to send all the postcards and also upload a few more wallpapers. So yeah. And for those who don't know what we're talking about my Patreon page, where you can join my postcard club, which will get you a postcard with one of my photos from Japan sent to you via mail every month. Although last month's photo was not from Japan, it was from Italy. I hope no one got offended and will tell me that I'm doing like fake marketing or something. Thank you, Krishnan. Thank you very much. But yeah, the link to my Patreon is in the video description. If you enjoy my channel, consider joining me on Patreon. That will give you access to Patreon only videos, which might be fun, as well as some other perks as well. Anyway, now I finally reached where I will be taking the train back home. So this will be goodbye. But yes, thank you so much, and thanks for all the kind words, and thanks for the support. With that, now I'm just looking for a good place to wave goodbye, but maybe there's no good place to wave goodbye, so I will just wave goodbye here. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Hej då. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen. Godnatt.